The addition of Division I transfer Jeff Reinhart to the top midfield line was the final piece of the puzzle, which put in place the Warriors' winningest four-year period in their 20-year history. With Jeff, a skilled midfielder and consummate teammate, Eastern posted its first 3 postseason tournament berths. In conference play in that 4-year stretch, the Warriors never lost a regular season match and rode to 3 conference playoff titles. As a senior captain, Jeff was named Honorable Mention USILA All-America and as a participant in the North-South National Senior All-Star Game. Additional honors included selections as ECAC and Little East Conference Player of the Year, as well as being named All-New England by both the ECAC and New England Coaches Association. In his career, Jeff averaged 31 goals and 48 points per season. At 14 years after graduation, Jeff still ranks 6th all-time in points, 7th in goals, and 8th in assists.
I am beyond honored to be selected as Jeffrey Reinhart's presenter for his induction into the E-Club Hall of Fame. To me, Jeff epitomizes everything that is great about Eastern lacrosse. He is humble but confident, soft-spoken but heard, athletic but not imposing, smart but not pedantic. Jeff loves to compete. Whether it's on the lacrosse field, soccer pitch, or backyard game of frisbee golf, he is going to bring it. Jeff inspires those in his company to do the same. He lifts the level of competition wherever he is. He makes those around him better. This is true off the field as well. Jeff is the kind of friend that makes you want to do better, to achieve more, to raise the bar and lift others in the process. I had been what I considered to be an upper echelon fogo for the upstart Warriors. A D-midi who could make up for my lack of lacrosse experience or stick skills with my athleticism. Jeff, on the other hand, was part of this new breed of blue chippers that were brought in by Coach Rick to challenge the powerhouse lacrosse programs of New England. The first time we squared up was at an indoor preseason practice. A simple drill pitting offense against defense. I was confidently planning on having a late lunch of Reinhart soup, but things would not go as planned. Jeff lulled me into a false sense of confidence with his patented tiptoe approach and restrained pace, what I would later compare to an archer pulling back on a compound bow. I initiated contact with a stick check to his shoulder, only to feel him roll to the side a millisecond before snapping a ridiculous sidearm shot under my outstretched arms, skimming my ribcage on its way past our goalie into the net. Thwap. Top right. Lucky, I thought to myself, but pretty sweet shot I do have to admit. 2 more times we would line up, with 2 more shots of wizardry out of Jeff's wand past this veteran fogo into the net. Top right, top left, top right. Like a vicious cuckoo clock of highlights mocking me in failure. Jeff is a cornerstone in the Eastern lacrosse program. He helped our small state school, in what we've always liked to recall romantic Willimantic, reach national rankings and universal respect. About a year after I met Jeff, we were talking about our favorite numbers growing up. His was number 19, the number on my back. Mine was number 4, the number on his back. Somehow we had avoided talking about the fact that we had each other's numbers for a year because neither one of us wanted to disrupt the harmony of our team, our chemistry, or our friendship. After a quick shrug and a shared smirk, I gladly swapped my number 19 for his number 4. And he swapped his number 4 for me. Needless to say, we've had each other's backs ever since. Congratulations, Jeff. You're the man. And one more thing, here's to your other Hall of Fame performance. Jess, Reese, Chase, and Laney. Sláinte, brother.
Frankly, I didn't really know how good a player he was. Although the Hofstra coach had told me he was pretty skilled, but when he got here, he was lights out.
Initially, a lot of us were saying, hey, who's this new guy? And once we started going through the drills, and after seeing him take a few passes, handing a few off to other people's and a couple shots, the whole impression was like, yeah, this guy could probably fit in.
He came out, they warmed up, and pretty soon we started doing a little scrimmage work, and he lit it up, and everybody was kind of looking out of the corner of their eyes saying, wow, what's this? and we were all pretty excited because we had a very good team already, and he was kind of frosting on the cake.
He spoke through his actions, the way he played, the way that he could engage the team. Right, when he stepped on that field, he was one of those guys that could make everybody better.
Given the kind of traditional ideas about lacrosse, people weren't prepared for someone to have as high a lacrosse IQ and an understanding of the subtleties of the game and an ability to make other players better.
Once he got that ball, being able to move it, and you could always tell he was looking to pass, but if the shot was right, he would always take it. And with that skill and that speed and the accuracy, having all those factors, putting it in the net, it definitely helped putting up those numbers.
His goal was to play at a high level and to help the team play at a high level, and his satisfaction was when we succeeded as a team.
So there was one game in particular. We were playing UMass Dartmouth. He got the ball on offense, and I could see that he had sized up the field to see where everyone was, and he brought the defender, who was a long stick covering him, brought him down low towards the cage. And as he got towards the goal, I saw him look over his shoulder one way, look the other way, and then he took his stick and put the ball right between his legs into the lower corner of the net.
He was really a complete player, and offensively could do everything. One of the most skilled and highest lacrosse IQ players who I had in my 10 years here.
At this time, it gives me great pleasure to present as a 2015 inductee into the E-Club Hall of Fame, Jeffrey M. Reinhart.